You're listening to the Burnt Offerings podcast, a show about cigars, friends, faith, and general tomfoolery. Do not take these guys too seriously. Now, grab a stick, settle in, and let's set fire to foot. This is Burnt Offerings.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Burnt Offerings podcast. I'm your host, along with my very good friends, Stephen and Patrick, and you all listeners. Welcome. We are so glad that you have chosen to carve a few minutes out of your day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, to give us a watch, to give us a listen, to hang out with us. We really, really do appreciate all of you who are helping to fuel this thing. Call it our midlife crisis? No, call it our hobby. Hey, for tonight, we are smoking a special little stick because this isn't a stick that you can pull up just any old where. You got to make a little trip down to Florida and visit one of the Corona cigar shops to get your hands on the stick that we are smoking tonight, the Drew Estates Lounge exclusive Undercrown.
Come on now.
But that's not all. This is not only the exclusive Undercrown from Drew Estates Lounge at the Corona Cigar Company, but this is the Maduro Quadrado. I tried to roll my R.
It really does roll off the tongue, doesn't it?
Really
Quadrado.
Quadrado DEL, because they want you to know that it stands for Drew Estates Lounge.
Yeah.
We have a Drew Estate Maduro
Quadrado.
Undercrown Maduro. 2015, these puppies were starting to be cranked out. The wrapper is Maduro, we've said so, San Andrés. The binder, Habano, Connecticut, and the filler, Nicaragua, Brazil, Fina. The Toro box pressed 6x50. Got the big old fat 91 on the top 25 cigars from our Cigar Aficionado.
Yeah.
Not too bad on the price, $11.95. These things considered one of the best daily driver premiums out there. There's probably a good reason for that. We can talk about that as we get into the show a little bit, but shall we talk about the smell and all the good stuff that we do up here?
So sniff test, what are we getting? I got a pretty distinct flavor right off the first draw. And I'm curious if anyone's matching me on it.
Did you take a cold draw already?
No, not a cold draw, just a sniff.
Just a snort, a first draw of a snort. I'm in like hay barn kind of zone.
Almost manure-y, fresh plowed field kind of a vibe. Very earthen.
Yeah, if you go down the side of the, for sure.
Which side? Top, left, right, bottom?
I see what you did there.
It's not round. Pick one.
The foot still has that, but there's a little bit of that. There's some berry and cocoa sweetness that you can get off the foot.
Some sweetness in the foot, but not along the length. Not along the length of the cigar.
So wrapper, then, that would tell you that some of that sweetness is not coming from the wrapper.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. It's San Andrés.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the berry sweetness to it.
Right.
Generally speaking.
Yeah. How are you guys cutting tonight? V cut?
I'm
straight cut?
I'm V.
I'm just as boring as I am.
Well,
Same
what's interesting is typically, there's no, within reason, of course, there's no wrong way to cut a cigar, but a box press cigar, I think, lends itself to a V cut very nicely.
Same.
I totally agree.
It's a little bit more of a challenge to cut, straight guillotine cut a box press cigar, I think. However, I'm going to try it, and I'm going to give you my tip for how I like to do it.
Well, I'm just going to say, kind of bragging a little bit, but go ahead.
It's just a tip. It may be entirely wrong.
No. I'm just saying, like, it's hard to cut, but let me show you how to do it.
It's hard to cut, but I've had 23 years of practice.
Okay. All right. Well, give it the old college try. I won't interrupt.
So there is it's not square, right? It's rectangle. So there's a long edge and a short edge. And I always cut a box press when I'm straight cutting on the long edge. I find that the guillotine fits in there a little bit more nicely. You can kind of square it off, if you will.
Look at you. Man.
Just give it a nice little trim off the top.
You just scalped it.
Wide open. Perfect.
So there's
Okay. Berry.
Right.
Barry Manilow is in the house.
Even that almost that acidic astringency that we sometimes talk about, that it's the berry's strong enough that you even get that on the cold draw.
Yeah.
That's wild. Little cocoa note kind of dancing in between the berry medley.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. I'm going to torch this sucker.
Let's do it.
I got to find my lighters. Oh, yeah, they're in my pockets.
Boy, did you notice the charcoal note on the room note just after we lit up? That was pretty noticeable. I don't normally get a strong room note on the first light.
There's a subtle pepper note in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
Not a real strong one, but subtle.
Oh.
No, I'm noticing the pepper on the retrohale.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's like stuck up in my nose. It's not in the back of my throat. It's kind of up in here.
Yep. Yeah, the berries, I don't know, for all, all the flavors that we smelled,
it's nothing like that.
Not what's coming out in the flavor profile. The flavor profile is leaning way more into like the cocoa, molasses, chocolatey kind of a tone with a little bit of pepper dancing, hints of that berry a little bit maybe, but nonetheless, the flavor is very full.
Yes.
Got a lot of flavor to it. The Undercrown story is, I think, one of the coolest stories in our modern day cigar culture. You want to share a little bit about how Undercrown came to be?
Yeah. Their rollers down there were rolling the Liga Privadas, the T52s. And they must have been allowed to smoke whatever they're rolling. It would be my guess. And reportedly, they smoked too many of them.
That's a bit of a premium cigar.
Right. So they liked what they were smoking. And it was cutting into production inventory. So there's a problem. And rather than burning through that premium stock, the rollers were kind of encouraged to go and create their own blend using alternate leaves, similar primings and components, but stuff that wasn't used for the Liga. And out of that, of what those rollers were making for themselves, to replace the Liga for themselves, that's where we landed here. So there's some tweaking there. Jonathan Drew got involved, Marvin Samuel, Steve Saka, but what came out of it is what's generally regarded as a budget Liga, right? This is what the rollers made to replace what they were smoking abundantly. We've smoked,
not.
Yeah.
Like if we were to pull the T52 down, would we see the blend? Would it be the same blend?
I don't think it would be the exact same blend.
Yeah, no, because those guys, once they got involved, they massaged it a little bit. It wasn't exactly what the rollers were rolling, as I understand the story. So it wasn't a 1-to-1. They finessed it, fine tuned it a little bit, probably took out a couple things, added a couple things, and ultimately made the Undercrown.
Yeah.
So it's really close, though, I would imagine.
And I'm sure we talked about this when we were talking about our experience down in Florida. But the gentleman who we were watching roll, smoking while we were rolling, while he was rolling.
Yeah.
By the way, the skill set that man had was on point. Also, not just in rolling cigars, but in keeping the cigar smoke out of his face.
Yeah.
As he had his head kind of sideways. Anyway, I asked him, if y'all remember, what he was smoking. He didn't speak English, so the guy translated for me, and he just pointed at 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
A little bit of this, a little bit of this, and some of that over there.
And he rolled his own cigar and then lit it.
Right.
And so I'm like, well, so this is what we're talking about. This is what these guys were doing.
Which on some level is kind of wild too. And maybe it's almost a QC thing for them on some level, but you're not getting any of the benefit that you get from aging those rolled cigars. So, like, you think that a roller might enjoy, not a freshly rolled cigar. Maybe let it hang. I mean, many of them say that they want some aging process after it's rolled, but you see rollers rolling and then smoking all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at a cigar event years ago where they had a roller there rolling, fresh cigars, stacking them on the top of the bench. And And that was your, hey, thanks for coming cigar. So you took a cigar that, had an hour or less of age on it. And they smoked fine. They were great. It matured and got even better. I took one home, let it rest for a couple months in the humidor. It was better.
Sure.
But there was no reason to need to let it wait.
Sure, right. It wasn't lacking in anything.
No,
it just only gained from aging, which that's fair too.
Yeah. Maybe he rolled a bunch of his own stuff.
Sure.
And stuck it in the closet.
Also possible.
And he just goes and gets his stuff out of the closet.
Yeah.
If he wants it to sit together for a hot minute.
Yeah. One of those bundles, one of those wheels could have been his in the aging closet.
Right. Like he could just.
How awesome.
Yeah, like that's Bob's. Bob, don't get into Bob's stash or Bob will let you have it.
Yeah. Or you owe Bob some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really starting off strong. I have high hopes. It's again, we didn't really get into what the look of the cigar. It's a slightly rustic, but it's got there's a smoothness to the wrapper here. As got a bit of a sheen to it, a little oiliness to it, which you would expect out of a Maduro wrapper.
Yeah. Slight bit of tooth, as they say.
Yeah.
So getting into Undercrown out of Drew Estate, honestly, I like a lot of their other things they offer. They got
Nicaragua. Yep.
And of course, you really like their M80 ones.
Oh yeah, the Blackens.
The Blackens, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Drew makes a lot of really good cigars.
A lot of their lines are really good.
Yep.
What's the other high end of their market?
I think the Liga's the high end, isn't it?
Right. Liga's the high end. Do they have any other, a lot of the big brands have multiple kind of high end flags or bands, if you will?
They have 6 or 8 Ligas.
No, there's only 2. There's the
T52 and the number 9, but then there's a bunch of Vitolas.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider, because I nearly bought a sampler the other day.
Did you?
Really?
And there are 5 or 6 of them.
Of different blends?
Yeah. So there's a Liga 10th anniversary. Remember, I had one the other night.
Oh, right.
There's the number 9.
Yeah.
There's the T52.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole Unica, UNICO line that they have in the Ligas. And
I've not paid attention to them
so
for a while.
There's a gaggle more than just the 2. I think you're right on the start, though. I think that 9 and 52 were their starters. Yeah. And I think they've branched out.
Then there's all those the Papas Frites or whatever.
Yeah, so those are
all the trimmings, right? That they put into.
Those are branded Liga.
Yeah, right. Those are reasonably inexpensive. My understanding is that those are the trimmings when they cut the Vitola.
Yeah.
Then they take that tobacco and roll it into.
Yeah.
They kind of look like blunts.
Yeah,
have you seen those? Like
they're funny shape. They look like a pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look like So I got some buddies out in a different state that partake in the Lord's lettuce from time to time.
What state is that?
Yeah, I'm not going to out them.
A different one.
Not ours. And whenever I see their items that they use to do these things, they're like a cone shape. That's what these things look like.
That's right. They look like cones.
They're kind of... and Punch has some cigars that are about kind of like that. Like real small.
Yep.
That same kind of
4.5 inches.
If that,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the trimmings, I believe, from the Ligas that then are like rolled up into another little small wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
But I've smoked them. They're pretty inexpensive, like $10 maybe at the most.
I'll have to keep an eye out.
Again, kind of pricey for like that length. But if you want to Liga.
There you go. I Googled it for us, so we don't have to guess anymore.
Thank you.
Number 9 and 52.
Okay.
There's an H99.
Ooh.
The 10th anniversary.
That?
The one I had the other day. The 10th anniversary, by the way. Holy moly.
Yeah.
I called him.
Yeah.
I was like, the guy gave it to me on the golf course. And I'm like, thank you. It's $22.50. And he left the sticker on it.
Of course
so twice the price of this one.
Of course he did.
By the way.
He wanted you to know.
I would, if I had an extra $400 sitting around doing nothing, I'd buy a box of those suckers.
Because they were good.
They were delicious.
Yeah, it was 1 a.m. Steven calls me.
That's strong.
And he's like,
strong.
What?
You gotta try these.
You'll never believe what I'm doing.
Okay.
He actually stopped smoking 4 hours before. He just came down from it.
Here you go. 10 selección or 10 selección de mercado.
Okay.
Okay. Unico, UNICO. Papas Fritas collection. That's the one you were talking about. Okay. That would be the end of it there.
Papas
So-
Fritas.
That's great.
There's
some ones to try. I mean, I love from Maduro State the Kentucky fire cured line.
Yes, you do.
Love that a lot. And there's
Man,
several.
You talk about a smell sniff test.
Yeah.
That thing makes me mad. And you think it's amazing.
It makes me salivate. Like, I get excited to smoke that cigar.
You know we're gonna have to do it, and I'm just gonna go. You
just be
the
like-
whole time.
You'll
I'm gonna
snap
grumble.
it in half and be like,
I'm gonna
I'm out.
I quit.
I quit. I bought a Cuba to replace it with.
There you go.
Well, here's another higher end line from Drew Estate, Pappy Van Winkle.
Oh, there
They-
you go.
they do that.
Yeah, that's pretty high end.
And also, I had the experience of dropping a photograph of the Pappy that a friend gave me on the internet,
Yeah.
and the old Reddits are wildly split on though.
Yeah, it's love or hate,
It's
right?
love or hate. It's either you got duped because you spent too much money on branding to, I think it's one of the best cigars. Like there was very few in the middle on it.
Oh, I'm sure on that, right?
I've had 3 or 4. They've all been very enjoyable.
Yeah.
I was excited when I saw our show notes for tonight because, well, first of all, we've not done many, if any, box press cigars
I'm trying to
on the
think.
show. Maybe 1 or 2 before. but-
ALR maybe was
Yeah.
box pressed.
But
Yeah, I think you might be right.
the idea of talking about, is this in any way, shape, or form different from its unbox pressed brother? I went through a phase early in my cigar journey where I was all about the box pressed. Like I was buying cigars because they were box pressed, not
Yeah.
because they were from a particular maker or whatever. It's like box pressed cigar, haven't had that one, gonna try it.
Yeah.
Box pressed cigars just felt perfect in the hand. And I was just like into them for like a year and a half, 2 years. And I was just box press everything. And
Did you ever get one you went, oh, this is gross?
Oh, probably. I mean, I don't know. There was none that because I can remember the 4 cigars that I was like immediately like, nope, mistake, wasted my money, never doing that again. None of them were box pressed.
Okay.
So I'm sure there were some that I enjoyed more than others, and some were just kind of like, oh, that was just a cigar, whatever. But I'm just kind of a sucker for the way a box press cigar feels in the hand. And this is kind of giving some nostalgic flashbacks a little bit for me because I don't smoke a lot of box press cigars today. For I don't know why, no reason in particular.
So you're kind of walking down the does it make it different
Mm-hmm.
kind of vibe, which I think was me wondering the same thing. By the way, I just got a big old rush of chocolate right there.
Hello.
That's fantastic.
I've heard. I mean, I've been in cigar shops where the person behind the desk has said, "Oh yeah, box press tastes different than the non. It gives it a different taste." And I'm just like, I've never pressed. Okay, say more. How? Explain the science behind that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it what would the science be? Like you get it just distributes things differently because it's square versus round. I mean, there's arguments to be made about something that's shaped differently, but gets into the VITOLA idea, right? Why would
100%
would
right.
something made into a Belisco or whatever that word is, Belisco be different flavor, different if it was the same exact cigar in a standard Toro?
No, and here's the answer on this. So, and I'm not a genius. The internet helps here too.
Oh,
but
wonderful.
compression of the cigar. So from its rolled shape, right?
Yeah,
It's
we
round-
should
it's
say
round when
this
it
starts
started.
off round.
Exactly right. And so that's the key here is that you can buy a Undercrown Maduro in about this general circumference.
Yeah.
But this box press one started a little bit bigger and got compressed to this size.
Yeah, because typically a Toro, this is 6x50. A standard Toro is 6x52. So if you were to buy the non-box press version, I believe it is 6x52.
Yep.
So I'm assuming they take that, box it, and it.
Why is the math not mathing in my head? That just sounds like, where does it go?
It gets the air gets squeezed out.
Oh, okay. So they
I just outmathed you for
You
what
just
time
did.
out. I got to take a
no,
moment.
You should take a moment.
But you're talking about exactly what happens because they are quite literally taking them. We've seen them. They put them in the racks, right?
Yeah.
Back in the molds, and then they generally put weight or a screw down plate
clamp,
if you will.
But if there's no air to be let,
it's
just going to get longer.
Mm-hmm.
But because there is air, it just gets smaller because it just presses tighter, presses the air out of it. Yeah.
So that would.
So two things happen there, right? The compression happens. You actually have a bunching of the wrapper in the corners now.
Uh-huh.
So the way it burns now, you've got kind of these 4 concentrated pockets of wrapper now. And again, I'm not a genius. This is the internet read on it. The argument there is that the wrapper to filler ratio shifts per puff.
Oh.
The actual smoke is just shifting a little bit. You're getting a different ratio of wrapper to filler with a box press than you would in a round VITOLA.
Mm-hmm.
How much? Man, we could probably sit here and argue about that.
But man, if you're going to just be a box press guy, you're leaving a lot of cigars on the table.
Oh,
because
very much
not
so.
everything is
That's
turned
right.
into a box press.
Right.
They don't box press everything. So if you want a particular cigar, they don't box press. I'm making this up now.
Right.
The J.C. Newman American.
Blankety whatever, right? Yeah.
The odds that they box press that are not good.
Yeah.
And so since they don't, and you only smoke box press, if that's your thing, well, you're going to leave a lot of stuff on the table.
Yeah.
I do appreciate what you said though. Like the way it sits in my teeth.
Yeah.
The way it sits in my hand. You're like, oh yeah, I could do this.
That's mentioned as a real thing. So that's part of it, right? That's one reason makers do it. What you just experienced, combustion is less uniform now than in the round shape, which creates flavor pockets. So that blast of chocolate, probably attributable to the box press. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. That's neat.
Yeah.
Moisture and aging behavior. Box press cigars often hold moisture a bit differently. They age slightly slower, but more evenly due to their density. So that can mellow out harsh edges and round out their flavors better over time.
Okay.
So aging a box press, interesting. Maybe more beneficial. Anyway, it's the general take on it then it says is box press over time, richer, slower, more concentrated, sometimes sweeter or spicier depending on the blend. Versus their round counterparts, which would have a more open draw, brighter flavors, and often a bit more airy in those flavors. Listen, that could be all made up too.
It's true. It's like when somebody comes in and tells you to drink this cup of coffee.
It's at least
and then
helpful.
this cup of coffee, and he goes, it just tastes like coffee.
Right.
Both of them taste like coffee.
Right.
But you didn't taste the little, no, just tasted coffee.
Right. Because I'll be honest, to me, I like the Undercrown Maduro. Nothing is jumping at me that's different from what I've smoked there. Other than, I like a box press as well. So I like this cigar that I already liked in this format, and I also like that I've too have experienced just a little bit of that kind of flavor pocketing happening here, which I'm not mad about because it's usually something enjoyable. Chocolate. There was a little bit of a spice pocket that I got early on. We talked about that when it kind of showed up. I think that was the same thing that you guys were saying, like, I'm starting to get it. I don't know. I'm not mad about that.
Yeah. Yeah, the flavor's great on this, which is wonderful. And I've never realized that about box presses, that you could have those little flavor pockets. Again, I've probably enjoyed many of those and totally missed it. Just went right over my head. I wasn't paying attention to it. Didn't know that was a thing, but
if they're sitting side by side, which you would only be able to do on this stick in Corona, do you buy the box press instead of the round every time?
Every time, probably not.
But it is a great great expansion of a line move, right? Like if you've got a popular cigar, like the Undercrowns are.
Yeah.
And how do I get my loyal customers to buy more or buy like, I mean, think about it. Like, and we all know these guys. There are guys that, hey, whatever their cadence is, doesn't matter. Every week, every 3 months, they buy a box or they buy a 5-pack. It doesn't matter, right? Some guys are real regular about that. I get the idea of, hey, if they're loyal to the brand and they love you, how do you get them to try something else? Well, you give them a special edition, right?
Oliva's good at this.
Oh, yeah, right.
Their O's and their G's and all of that, they have around.
Every variation,
and a box press and a torpedo and
Gordo. They use the entire Vitola lines.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that, and we talked about a little bit of that on prior episodes, and like how much does the Vitola change that flavor? When we were smoking the curly head, the Fuente, the one thing that we didn't talk about in that smaller ring gauge that applies here too in this Vitola conversation is the smaller the ring gauge, the more the wrapper plays into the flavor, just proportionally. Like it's just the same deal, like math on that,
there's
right?
Less filler.
You got it.
So therefore the wrapper can bring more to the table.
Right. So a Lancero, that's very wrapper forward.
Do they box press for Lanceros?
They do. And I've got some of the Melania V Lanceros.
I have one of those.
In a box press.
Yeah.
And they're cool.
Not many people do that I've seen, around our shops here.
No.
I think I've only ever seen. Online. Yeah.
I got them in some Oliva V, Melania V sampler, deal. And they were cool. They were real cool. But same deal. Like you're smoking a lot of wrapper there. And so I think about that too. Like when you talk about like the Baliscos and some of those, even when it changes shape, you're getting a change in how much that wrapper is a part of your flavor profile. When it bulbouses out in the middle, you're smoking a lot of filler and binder versus like, when it tapers down. Like think about the end of a torpedo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrapper heavy on the way in,
So in that case, you're wrapper heavy on the front end and you're wrapper heavy on the back end. And so therefore your flavor profile changes significantly versus, remember I ordered that Drew Estate egg.
Yeah.
Remember that thing? That thing was amazing.
To the middle of that thing,
the middle of that thing was
binder.
Straight binder filler, right? Like
filler, right.
It was mostly filler. That thing was so fast.
It was like smoking a football.
It was funny.
What you don't know is that they just drizzled that cigar glue all throughout the inside of that thing because it was just shavings off the ground. So they're just like,
it was actually just a small russet potato wrapped
used all the
in a
wrapper. My gosh.
You guys remember that room at JC Newman where they took like all the machine rolling scrap tobacco? That makes it sound like gross, but the
short filler.
Yeah, the short filler, and they were stacking it and rotating it and moving it through. We rounded the corner on this thing, and it was like just this giant room full of short filler.
Yes.
Remember that?
It was a walk-in closet with 8 feet piles of short filler.
I need that room in my barn, in my garage.
The smell in that room was tremendously wonderful. It smelled so good.
Oh my gosh.
So good. Speaking of, this cigar has a good room note.
It does.
That's where I'm noticing the San Andrés wrapper. There's a chocolatey room note going on here.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I don't normally notice it. You notice it very well, Patrick. I don't notice it near as much, but I am tonight.
It is nice, and they do put off a really nice. You asked, that my Undercrown run was Angelina's.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's been a while.
It was the night that Gary Deal taught me how to do smoke rings, and that was on an Undercrown shade.
What made you
do?
Pick
buy a whole bunch of them from Angelina's? Or?
I thought the bands looked really hella cool. I think I was probably watching Game of Thrones at that time.
Are you from California all of a sudden? You just said hella.
That must have been from my out west time.
Out west time.
It bled in. Yeah, I just honestly, that was a book by the cover. Those shade wrappers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same thing we look at.
I know.
Here.
It was just the construction was good.
It's this really cool lion, man.
Yeah.
It's really awesome.
And on that lighter tan that they have on the shade, it's just the color and everything. Yeah. It looked like a safe choice that night because I was pretty new at cigars.
Yeah.
It looked kind of clean, kind of like they had their crap together, like it read like, this looks reputable.
smoke
safe.
me.
And I think I'd heard
Okay.
you speak positively about those before, because I'm sure that night I was asking other guys in the humidor, like, what are you guys smoking? What are you guys smoking?
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, what hit about it, and it's the same deal with this smoke too. They put off a good amount of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a satisfying, like,
You feel like you're doing something.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
burns well. Again, and you guys know from the show, how often do I fight my burn? Or, I'm relighting, not tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These things just, they are well made.
Box press cigars, though, do tend to burn a little more uneven.
Mm-hmm.
I notice.
Okay.
Which, again, not a big deal.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, not a big deal. You just keep your torch close by and touch up as needed. It's not burning poorly. You just get a little bit of an
It's
uneven
those
burn.
corners,
You got to
man.
watch the canoeing a little bit.
Yeah.
But otherwise, steady as she goes. Well, boys, we are coming to the end of this cigar, into the final third. Before we talk about any final third flavors, and before we give it a rating, I want to play a little game with y'all. We've been, talking about this idea, kind of kicking around. Does the size make a difference? Which
Does it
versions?
ever?
Which version's better, right? Is the standard Undercrown Maduro better than the box press? Does the box press tip the scales? We'll find out here when we rate it. But do a little rapid fire game.
Yeah.
Entertain this, if you will.
Okay. I don't know where this is going.
You just got to give me your right off the cuff answer. Don't overthink these answers here, right? I want to know which version's best. McDonald's Coke versus a can of Coke versus a bottle of Coke. Go.
McDonald's Coke.
Okay. I'm only going to do the one that I drink, which is Coke Zero.
That's fine.
And I need a bottle because I want it to burn.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Bottled Coke Zero burns.
They all do, but bottled burns best.
Bottle. Yeah.
Even more than McDonald's Coke Zero?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bottle Coke.
I would go.
Glass bottle for
I would
me,
go
preferably.
bottle canned McDonald's on a Coke Zero.
I would too.
because
Agree.
because the fountain dials down the
Carbon.
the carbonation. Yeah.
All right. So let's ramp this up a little bit. Mexican Coke versus American Coke.
Man,
Mexican.
I watched a whole thing about
But I don't
this.
want to drink it on a regular
Can I
basis.
tell you the Mexican Coke is now a scam because they've changed it?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, they've dialed it down.
It's all marketing
It's all
now.
exactly the same. It
Yeah.
used to have cane sugar.
Yeah.
It doesn't anymore.
Yeah. Well,
But I would drink a bottle Mexican Coke over an
True
American
Mexican Coke.
Yeah.
Right.
I would.
the 2 weeks I spent in Mexico City on a mission trip was heaven.
Yeah.
Because that Mexican Coke in a bottle, whew. And then they had regular Coke in
Plastic.
aluminum cans.
Oh.
Aluminum cans.
Interesting.
Different though.
Yeah.
So that's kind of wild.
All right.
All right. Glass bottle beer versus can versus draft.
It's
Draft.
easy. Draft all day long.
Okay.
Every time.
All day long.
Every
Yeah.
time.
Every time.
How about this? Hot coffee, iced coffee.
Oh gosh, I hate iced coffee. I hate cold coffee. I microwave my coffee till it's hot again. I do not drink coffee if it's tepid. I won't drink it.
These are not at odds for me at all.
I don't
Right.
drink. I don't drink iced coffee.
I can consume a good amount of good cold coffees.
Yeah.
Iced,
See, cold
brew.
coffee is different than hot coffee that's gone cold.
100%.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't drink my
So
coffee.
hot
cold.
coffee that's gone cold is gross. I would
Yeah.
reheat it. But cold coffee, brewed to be cold coffee, in the right context, all day.
My
all day.
brain hurts whenever it's cold.
All right, I like this one. Dine-in pizza versus delivery pizza versus cold leftover pizza.
Yes.
They're all great, right? In their own right. Which is best? Which is best?
The 90s kid in me is all over that dine-in pizza. Like,
Yeah.
give me the family sitting down at a booth
Yeah.
at the Pizza Hut. That's special.
Yeah, if you want my guttural reaction, it's give me quantity, which would be dine in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a buffet.
Give me a pizza buffet, baby.
Give me a buffet, and
All day.
I'm going to eat too
Yeah.
much of it.
And that Parmesan in the shaker that's been there for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's actually
Yeah.
better when it's that way.
This is an age thing. I can't do cold pizza anymore. I mean, I can, right? But I rarely choose to do it.
Stops you up, huh?
It just doesn't taste good. But back in the day, man, in college, eat half of a Papa John's the next morning, eat the other half cold right out of the little mini fridge, dorm fridge.
I won't eat pizza out of a refrigerator cold. I will warm it up. I don't like.
I think
cold
quality's
pizza.
gone down.
Yeah, I don't like cold pizza.
Yeah. I would love to ask my daughter this question: fresh French fries, reheated?
Can't. I will not eat a reheated
fresh.
fry.
Like,
Yeah.
She loves cold fries the next day.
No.
Doesn't reheat them. Eats them cold.
Man, especially if you're wanting me to eat like a McDonald's fry, if it's not hot, it's not worth it.
Oh no, McDonald's fries, if they're not piping hot fresh, taste like warm cardboard.
Correct. It's not good.
I get that soggy, wet.
Yeah, all that.
All right. This might be a little nostalgia for you. Pop-Tarts toasted versus Pop-Tarts raw.
I will say this. I have eaten so few toasted Pop-Tarts that I don't know if I could tell you.
It's so inconvenient to toast a Pop-Tart.
I like how we call them raw.
I'm raw dog.
I don't even know if I've ever actually tried to put one into a toaster. I don't.
Raw.
You give me a toasted strudel or something like that.
That's way different.
That's a different animal. But
It's just too much time.
Yeah, I take this. So there's no need to warm up one.
All right. How about this? You can pick the flavor of your preference, but I'm more concerned with regular stuffed Oreo, double stuffed, or thin.
Regular. Too much stuff in this double stuff.
No, double stuff all day.
And the thin just doesn't seem, what's the point?
In fact, I like to take 2 double stuffs, crack the top off, and make a quadruple stuff.
Oh, good Lord. Why don't you just scoop the center out and make a
if I could, I would.
out of it?
I like the regular because I like it. If I'm going to eat Oreos, I like them with milk. I really do.
Well, that was going to be my next question. So Oreos and milk or Oreos dry?
I'll Oreo any way you give it to me, but Oreos with milk is the way I would take it.
I tend not to dip an Oreo.
I'll take the regular. I don't dip them. I just throw them in my mouth.
I let them. No, I drop them in the cup of milk and let them start to half dissolve, and then scoop them out with a spoon.
You are an animal. You're an absolute animal.
What's the point in that?
It's so good, especially when it's the double stuff you're dropping in there.
I just do the mix in my mouth, but I'll say this much:
the mixing in my gut.
Regular on the stuffing on the Oreos, but those EL fudges, I am a double stuff on those little elves.
Those little fudge rounds?
No, the little elf-shaped Nabisco cookies that are shaped like the little Keebler elves.
Yeah,
and they got the fudge in the middle.
Yeah.
Bro, if you have,
I'm gonna have to go down the cookie aisle.
Let me put you on the EL fudges, big dog.
But the double stuff.
But the double stuff, because let me tell you, there's about 10 cookies per package after that. But if you like the cream inside prepackaged cookies,
yes, sir,
brother.
Okay,
that's
all right.
Get those chocolate ones.
All right.
Couple more here. Peanut M&Ms versus regular M&Ms.
Peanut.
Regular.
Absolutely animal.
They're just different. I will eat both.
Oh, sure.
I'll eat both. But if I'm going to go get a bag, I'm buying a peanut.
Oh, no, I'm buying the regular.
I will not buy the caramel M&Ms.
Gross.
Don't like them.
Pretzel are good.
No, the caramel's actually my favorite.
I don't like them.
I don't like them.
But all right, that's all good. Crunchy peanut butter, smooth peanut butter, which is best.
We have both in my house because my wife likes the crunchy and I won't eat it. I am a smooth peanut butter guy.
Same.
Smooth all my life. I prefer crunchy.
Smooth.
Your parents didn't indulge.
Parents didn't buy it. Leah doesn't buy it. It's okay. I'm fine without it.
It costs more money.
We got whatever was grabbed on the shelf. Like 1 week it would be crunchy, the next week it'd be smooth. It was always though only Peter Pan, never Jif.
Wow.
Or Jiffy or whatever
your
it's
mom
called.
Wasn't choosy, huh?
No. That's hilarious.
Oh, it's such a great link. Just a great line.
That's a bummer. Your mom wasn't choosy. Mine was.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she
you
was.
met my dad. She was not choosy.
We love you, Jerry. We think you're great.
Chick-fil-A nugs.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A strips.
No, nugs.
It's the nugs for me.
Yeah. I don't need the strips.
Yeah.
Sir.
They don't make a nug big enough. I know they do a 12-piece nugs. I need like 3 of those.
But just like 36 nugs.
I do.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Or I would.
I thought of you guys the other morning. I had a Chick-fil-A breakfast burrito.
Oh, praise be.
Oh, man. You lucky man.
I was driving up to Euclid, and I was like, you know what I could go for?
Their jalapeno salsa.
I put some on.
Their picante.
I put some on.
It's so good. I tell you, if we had a place around here to do a breakfast burrito,
Man.
I would probably have to get a side hustle.
Get on down that T-Bell.
Because you can't afford it.
Well, I'd buy one every day.
It's true.
Every day.
Get you a T-Bell.
Oh.
I don't think about them in the morning, ironically.
T-Bell.
Say more?
Hard or soft shell.
Oh.
Or what'd they call it?
Gordita, where they put
They had a soft shell wrapped in over top of a hard shell. Double stuff.
or like it's like a crunch wrap or
You're
something.
going
Yeah.
double decker.
Double decker, yeah.
There
I'm
you
going
go.
old school double decker.
I'm a soft taco guy at T-Bell.
Yeah, I will eat their hard tacos,
Sure.
but I always
Yep.
order.
I'm
them
a soft taco anywhere.
I
Taco
will
Bell,
screw
anywhere.
around with that Doritos Locos hard taco though.
Yeah.
But you go into a place where they have taken a corn tortilla and they've almost fried it to a hard shell, but it's
Yeah,
not
that's
quite.
different. Come on now.
Oh boy, I could eat a lot of those.
Yeah, I
days.
don't mind the soft corn.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Vinyl versus CD versus streaming.
I am not an aficionado. I don't care.
Vinyl.
I don't care.
If I could only have one, it'd be vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Streaming's wonderful, convenient,
It's
can listen to
convenient,
everything, but I'm not buying CDs anymore.
Not anymore.
yeah.
I'm buying vinyl though.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, I grew up on vinyl. I have such vivid memories of sitting in front of the console record player, right, with the headphones on, with the curly, like these, with the curly cable, listening to my dad's old Rolling Stones records on vinyl, and there's just a warmth that you do not get. Yeah.
There is a warmth to the tone of the whole music. Yeah, I like streaming's so convenient, and I love it for being able to quickly discover and
Find
catalog.
new things. Yep.
Vinyl
Yeah.
for albums, though.
Yeah, I don't
Like
care.
if you love an album, to me, if you want to buy it, it's vinyl now. I mean, I guess maybe a CD. You could buy one.
So interesting. My daughter is CDs.
Yeah, because it's cool.
She's discovered. Yeah, for her generation, it's our version of vinyl for her generation. She's loving CDs.
Well,
go into the record stores to get used CDs.
Yeah, cheaply.
I rarely listen to music just sitting around the house, and if I do, it's probably I'm cooking in the kitchen, and I just turn on the machine.
Man,
the
you know
machine.
what? So I've been thinking about that with the kids. Of like, by my kids' age, I was really starting to discover music. I was listening to the radio. I was discovering different radio stations. My kids don't do that. Like one of them isn't, but I don't know. It's just generationally different. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
I got two more for us, and then we'll wrap this up. PlayStation versus Xbox versus Nintendo.
Atari.
PlayStation 2, Super NES, Xbox. In that order for me.
I only play Atari.
Wow.
I never played anything else.
Really?
I stopped at Atari.
What was it? 2600?
2600. There was a 52. I only played the
There was a
2600.
72.
There was. My mother bought one.
Yeah.
It was the
Yeah.
52. The kids next door had all the cool things that I didn't have. And when NES came out, I was like 15 years old. I didn't care anymore.
Ship it sailed. Right.
Yeah.
See, for me, it would be, that PS2, man, was a sweet.
The PS2
spot.
was a special console.
Yeah.
I had a PS1 I gave away.
I had a PS.
That was a special console
I played
too,
so
right.
infrequently. I gave
Right.
it to a kid.
I bought a PS1 off of a guy graduating college and then kept it for a year, sold it, got a used PS2.
Yeah.
I'm an Xbox guy now, but on the Nintendo side, original NES.
Mm.
See,
Because again, that's what I grew up with.
and I cut my teeth on the Super
Yeah.
NES, and I love that console. But yeah,
All right, last one. Undercrown Maduro box pressed or regular?
if given the choice, I'm going to take the box press because I like the novelty and I like the feel of it in my hand, and it smokes flavor wise almost exactly like the other one.
I'm same. If I lived next door and I always walked by and I grabbed one, I'd grab the box press.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm closing into my knuckle here.
Yeah.
There's a cedar note that's starting to creep in on me here in this final third, which is pleasant and welcome. I'm very happy with that. Are you guys getting that as well? I mean, I was just starting to get it here. Kind of see where I'm at. Left-wise there. 2 inches maybe?
Ryan's got a little bit more than you and I.
Got strong chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Kind of a bitters, like a dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's
semi-sweet.
I haven't picked up the cedar.
Yeah, I've not either.
All right, let me know if you get
it. Other than if it's kind of what is given that bitter chocolate, and if the bitter is the cedar kind of laying under the Maduro chocolate flavor. Again, the berry is still there faintly on the retrohale, which is kind of a fun. I want to get a non-box press Maduro and see if I'm noticing that berry note throughout. Yeah. But it's only on the retrohale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll end up smoking one of these on the golf course, and I'm going to be going in my golf cart.
They're like, Steven, you're up. Like, just a minute.
Give me a minute. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to get a flavor, guys. Leave me alone. Give me a second.
Well, let's bring this thing home. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
I mean, my gosh, I love these things. They're all of their varietals in their shade and sun grown and this thing. Like on a non high end, like this is the top of the mark. Mm-hmm. If I'm not going to jump into somebody's, like in this case, Ligas, right?
Yeah.
Or the Diamond Crown or the, like if I'm not going to jump into that, man, this is the top of the mark for me. It's really, really good. I like the box press. I would prefer it. Great notes. I'd smoked too slow. It went out. That's not the cigar's fault. That was me.
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness, I'm never going to hate this thing. So I'm going to give it like 8.5. Like it's way up there for me, man. Like
exactly where I was at. 8.5.
Yeah. Like I know that we don't ever go. Nobody's got a 9 yet. Did we ever give anybody a 9? We gave the Dreamer a 9, didn't we?
I think I did. Yeah.
Dreamer got some high marks.
Yeah, because it was unique and different, and we hadn't had it before. But yeah, like this thing, I'm never gonna wonder. I wonder if that thing's good again. Like nope.
Yeah.
Always good.
Yeah.
Right.
Undercrowns are in the same space as like our Toro Fuentes, where you are never going to go wrong. You're not going to pick a bad one. They're just
correct.
They're just quality. Construction is great. Smoke is great. Flavor notes are great. It's a solid, well-made stick, and at the price point, it lives in my wheelhouse on price.
Yes.
So this is don't even have to think about it. You see it, you grab it. The question is, do I want a Maduro? Do I want sun grown? Do I want shade grown?
Yep.
How frisky am I feeling?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit lower just for me from where you guys are at. I'm at a 7.5.
Yeah.
But it's a solid, strong. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's.
If you were smoking a sun grown right now, I bet it would be higher.
Yeah.
Because
for sure.
It's going to take that chocolate off. It's going to take that, dial it down a little bit.
Yeah, this is not my favorite.
Be a little more
variation.
Little more pepper forward, probably. Yep. And you're going to be all up in its wheelhouse a little bit. But yeah, I could totally agree. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, 7.5, easy peasy, all day long.
All day long.
If you like the chocolate wheelhouse of Maduros, right? If those are the flavor notes, if you like everything that people rave about Maduros, like.
This is a great offering.
This is a great, it's a great step up to say, hey, I like those. Give me a really good example in this category, or like, give me a good, this is a great, good Maduro. Mm-hmm. It brings all those notes that we like, a tiny, pleasant spice, just a little bit, that chocolate, that berry that we talked about. I sometimes I wonder if that's a little bit of that end of fermentation flavor, if you will.
Yeah.
It's not a sour. It's just that very berry taste.
No, it's fruity. It's alive.
Yeah.
It's not a soured or anything like that. It's not even to the nougaty plum
but
type.
It's the type of flavor you would expect to come out of the process that leads to that. I guess in my head, it feels like a natural outpouring from that.
Yeah.
What's fun is I'm retrohaling at the end, and it's still
not burning you, is it?
It's not.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not harsh. It's not gotten weird on me, because sometimes at the end of a stick, you can.
Yeah.
It
gets a little muddy
you put it up in your nose, and it just gets weird.
Yeah.
But
no, this is
very smooth and pleasant.
I would like to take a shade, a sun, and a Maduro.
Yeah.
And smoke them all together. Yeah,
You know
just
what?
to-
That would be fun, right?
Just
Like
to
if-
kind of see how they differ. Because again, I think I would go sun, Maduro, shade, probably.
yeah.
And I would say if you're brand new to Undercrown, if you're not sure, go shade.
Yeah.
Probably Maduro and then
And then
sun.
yeah.
But if you're feeling a little frisky and you start with the Maduro,
Sure.
and then from there
Figure
shade
it out,
and
yeah.
sun grown. Yeah,
Yeah, they only have 3. There's not. I mean, there's different lengths and stuff,
Right.
but they only have 3 of them.
Right.
And in all of their other traditional lines, I mean, there's the Liga, and then there's this
Yeah.
for me.
now they do make the Undercrown 10-year anniversary Maduro,
Oh,
and
Yeah.
that one.
it's probably slightly different.
It's
Yeah.
it's a little. It's just a little. That would be an 8.5 for me.
Mm.
And it's got a little more maturity to it.
A little
yeah.
more aging, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. So
It's a great stick.
yeah, good pick for tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, indeedy. Well, listen. Thanks for tuning in tonight. As always, find us over on Reddit. Stephen continues to carry the flag. Thank you for your
Thank you for my service.
steadfast
That's
service
lovely.
over on Reddit.
some stolen valor there.
Thank you for my service, everybody. Love that.
If you want to tell Stephen your opinions on this stick or any other, or about your thoughts on how good of a stick it is or how wrong we got it, go over there and tell us. You can tell us also on TikTok, on YouTube, anywhere else you find podcasts. That's where we are.
Yep.
And listen, if we haven't smoked it, neither should you. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you for listening to Burnt Offerings. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite platform and let us know what you thought of the show.